Here's something nobody wants to admit. 95% of people think they're above average intelligence. Yeah, mathematically impossible. But before you get comfortable thinking you're in that special 5%, stick around, because what I'm about to show you will completely shatter how you see your own mind and everyone else's. Intelligence isn't your IQ score, your college degree, or how fast you can solve a Rubik's Cube. It's a spectrum so wild that the smartest person you know might actually be trapped in their own mental prison. And that person who failed high school, they might see reality clearer than any PhD ever could. Today, we're breaking down all 10 levels of human intelligence, from minds that can barely process language to those that literally rewired civilization. And here's the kicker. The level you think you're at, you're probably wrong. Level 1, primal. Let's start where nobody wants to look. IQ below 70. These aren't just numbers. They are human beings experiencing reality through pure sensation. They don't process the world with logic. They feel it. A warm hug means more than 1,000 explanations. A harsh tone cuts deeper than any insult. And while they can't solve equations, they can detect fake kindness instantly. They sense danger before logical minds even notice. One study found that when you strip away our fancy language, they are more accurate at emotional recognition than college graduates. Think about that. They're better at reading what actually matters. Human connection. Level 2. Concrete. IQ 70 to 85. These folks live in the physical world, not the theoretical one. They're your mechanics who can fix any engine but can't explain thermodynamics. They think with their hands, not hypotheticals. Society calls them below average, but here's the dirty secret. They run the world. Every building you're in, every meal you eat, it's them. While smart people debate theories online, concrete thinkers are literally keeping the lights on. They see a problem, they fix it. No existential crisis required. Level 3, functional. Welcome to the level where most of humanity lives, though they'd never admit it. Smart enough to navigate modern life, not smart enough to question why it's designed this way. You follow recipes, follow GPS, follow instructions. This is the Dunning-Kruger's sweet spot. You know enough to have strong opinions, but not enough to realize they're mostly borrowed. Information is consumed like fast food. Quick, satisfying, and utterly forgettable. Level 4, analytical. This is where things get spicy. IQ 115 to 130. These brains don't just process, they dissect. Every conversation is a chess match, every problem a puzzle. But here's the curse. They see too much. They catch every logical fallacy and predict conversation endings before they begin. Social interaction becomes exhausting because they're running analysis software on every human moment. They're smart enough to see the matrix, but not quite smart enough to escape it. Level 5, exceptional. IQ 130 to 145. These aren't just smart people. They're different machines entirely. Their brains don't process linearly, they quantum leap. While others climb stairs, they teleport to the roof. But isolation is their shadow. Imagine seeing solutions instantly while watching others take hours just to see the problem. Imagine dumbing down every thought just to be understood. It's like being a Ferrari in a world with a 30-mile-per-hour speed limit.
Let's cut the noise. You think you're smart? Let's find out where you really land on the spectrum. We're starting high. Level 6, gifted. And let's be clear, this isn't a gift, it's a mutation. An IQ north of 145. These minds don't chase thoughts. Thoughts chase them. Ideas just arrive, fully formed, like a data packet downloaded from some other reality. They won't just solve your problem, they'll solve the problem behind your problem, and then they'll start questioning why problems even exist. This is the realm of child prodigies. Kids composing symphonies at 8, building computers at 10, writing philosophy at 12. Their minds are moving so fast, their entire childhood is just a waiting room for life to actually begin. But there's always a price. the emotional intensity matches the intellectual speed. They don't just think faster, they feel faster. Joy is a lightning strike, sadness a tsunami. The thing that breaks these minds isn't thinking too much, it's feeling too much. Next is level 7, genius. Genius doesn't follow the rules. It rewrites the operating system of reality itself. Einstein didn't just solve a few physics equations, he reimagined the fabric of space and time. Tesla didn't make a better light bulb, he revolutionized the flow of energy across the planet. Geniuses don't think outside the box, they come to the profound realization that there never was a box to begin with. But this level is lonely, deeply lonely. Imagine speaking a language that only you understand, seeing solutions so obvious, so simple to you, but impossible for everyone else to grasp. It's why most geniuses die unrecognized, their ideas just too radical for their time. The difference? Gifted minds master the game. Genius minds change the game. And changing the game means you will be hated long before you are ever celebrated. Then, level 8, polymath. This is genius multiplied. Da Vinci, Franklin, Aristotle. While a specialist digs one incredibly deep well, the polymath sees the entire underground water table. They don't just master multiple fields, they find the hidden source code connecting them. To them, music becomes mathematics, biology becomes philosophy. Everything connects in their minds like a single, beautiful cosmic web. And modern society hates this. Our education system screams, pick a major, specialize, stay in your lane. But a polymathic mind can't stay in one lane. They are intellectual nomads, collecting wisdom across all territories of human knowledge. In a world obsessed with hyper-specialized expertise, the polymath is a reminder that the biggest breakthroughs don't happen in the deep wells. They happen at the intersections, where different fields collide and create something the world has never seen before. Level 9, visionary. A visionary doesn't see what is, they see what could be. Steve Jobs didn't invent the personal computer. He envisioned a world where one would be in every single home. Elon Musk doesn't just build rockets, he sees a future where humanity is a multi-planetary species. Visionaries don't predict the future. They drag it, kicking and screaming, into existence. This isn't just about being smart. It's intelligence plus raw, unfiltered audacity. While a genius discovers truth, a visionary manifests possibility. They aren't necessarily smarter than a genius, they're braver. They bet everything on ideas that don't exist yet. And here's the kicker. Most visionaries are called crazy right up until the moment they're called prophets. The line between visionary and delusional is only visible in hindsight. And finally, level 10, transcendent. This is the final level, where intelligence dissolves. It becomes wisdom. Buddha, Lao Tzu, Marcus Aurelius, these minds didn't seek answers. They questioned the very nature of the questions. They saw through the illusion of separation, the illusion of a self that is separate from the universe. They understood that all intelligence is just consciousness having a conversation with itself. At this level, you stop trying to be smart, and you start trying to be clear. You realize true intelligence isn't about knowing more, it's about needing to know less. It's not about winning arguments, it's about ending them. Transcendent minds don't dominate, they illuminate. They don't lead, they awaken. They've solved the ultimate puzzle, the puzzle of needing to solve puzzles. So, after all that, which level are you? Here's the truth. If you're worried about it, you are missing the entire point. Intelligence isn't a ladder you climb to beat everyone else. It's a vast, infinite spectrum to explore. The single smartest thing you can do? Stop comparing and start growing. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a voice on the internet. Or am I? Subscribe if your brain didn't melt. More mind-bending content coming soon.